All is one, P.A. Finley, Anonymous, thePafWay, coming at you live. Listen, you guys, this is going to be part 2 of You Are God. Part 3 of You Are God, with a subtitle of meditation. We're going to go talk about how to perceive your godhood. And I talk about you having to know this in your mind and see this in your mind. Now we're going to talk about how to do this. I'm going to go ahead and dive right into this, you guys. First of all, you need time and space. This is going to be also a good exercise for embracing your dark side. But you're going to need time and space by yourself. You're going to have a solo time. You're going to have some solo time. Obviously, this is going to take, I would set aside an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. But it doesn't take that long, but I would set aside that space and whatever it takes. But you want to be in a place where there's no interruptions. You want to be in a place where you feel good. If you want to light a couple of candles, that assists with the atmosphere. You want to, get you a place where you're peaceful, you're relaxed, you're calm, you're not stressed out. You're going to take a few minutes just to clear your mind anyway. You're sitting, obviously there is certain sitting, you should be sitting. That's first of all. And you should be, now how you sit, a lot of people do the yoga position. That's fine. Whatever's comfortable for you. You want to be comfortable. That's the main goal of this. But what you're trying to do, what you're going to be doing, let me get straight into the meditation part. You guys pretty much can just understand the whole point is to be comfortable and to be peaceful as possible without any interruptions. Wherever you have to go for that, go. If you have to get a motel for a day, whatever, go. You know what I'm saying? Hotel, whatever you got to do to separate yourself from everything else, do that, because that's what it's going to take. You can't do it with all kinds of stuff going on, parents, your bathroom, you know what I mean? Here you got kids and your family and husband, and go to that place, that little solo place you got that you've made up, and get there. So the first thing you want to do is understand that you're going to be using your imagination. If you're not used to using your imagination, you're going to have to use a few techniques to get that started. The first technique that you want to use is imagine yourself on a beach, and you're just walking through the sand. You're listening to the sounds of the beach. You're just drinking in the beach. Okay, it's sunset, and just let your imagination go. That's where this is your part. This is you. You literally let your imagination wander. A lot of people are like, well, how do you do that? You know what I mean? You literally have to stop thinking. You gotta stop your thinking, your words, constant chatter, In the rooms, we call it the committee. You got to stop that. You got to shut that down. Give them. In my mind, I like to say take 5. Give them a 5-minute break. The committee. The this and that. Oh, these people, and that person, this thing, and that thing, and that. Your mind is constantly running. In the rooms, we call it the committee, and I love it. I've been calling it the committee ever since. I tell the committee, take 5, coffee break. Time to leave the room, empty out the room, go somewhere else, do something else. And I begin to imagine and get a good picture of what it is that I want to see. Now, this is a good technique for embracing the dark side. We talked about the journey that one has to go through, going down the stairs, going down into the dungeon, going down. This is what you want to think about, is going down, where it's getting darker and darker and darker. And hey, think about some of the horror movies that you've seen. Think about some of the horror movies. Think about some of the stuff that, the scary stuff, and go there, because it's going there. So, but that's for the dark side. Now, embracing your dark side. So, but in envisioning your God, and this is a very good technique to do, but it's also very important to do, because one of our main problems as human beings is that we always want God to do something for us. We want God. We just want God. God, please, God, do something. We always asking God for something. Well, this is a good way to see, to imagine what God wants. Why can't God want something? It's God. So you're what you're going to be doing is imagine in your mind. Imagine in your mind some of the dilemmas that God is dealing with. Some of the issues that God might deal with, right? Dealing with this whole universe and everything, and all, of everything. It just, what would be an issue for God? Because, okay, we definitely see God as this great thing. Oh, I'm tripping. We definitely see God as this great thing, this great being, and all powerful, all knowing, this awesome thing. But does anybody think about what God wants? What would God want? They talk about what would Jesus do? What would God do? What would God want? What would Jesus want? What would your God want? And imagine just the galaxy, the universe, going down to the atoms. Just travel. Let your mind, once you open the door, images should be flying by. It's just, you should be taking in. It's not much you should do, but just, allow your imagination to show you the way, and ask that in your mind. Show me the way. Yeah, just so meditation is a good thing. Now, I'm not pro meditation. I'm not like you need to meditate about everything. I'm not that guy. I'm not pushing. I don't push a hard line on meditation. The only reason why I don't is because, to me, PA Finley, Anonymous, thePafWay, I'm meditating 24/7, 365. I'm in meditation now. We're always meditating. I say we are always meditating, but that's my opinion. I'm not, saying what's real for you and what's not. But for me, I'm always meditating. I'm in a constant state of meditation. Because in the back of my mind, all is one. No matter what I'm doing, as I'm going through life, I'm meditating, as I'm communicating with people, I'm talking to people, I'm meeting people, I see animals and I see life and trees, and I'm constantly reminded that all is one. To me, that's full-time meditation. I don't, so that's on me. That's PA Finley, Anonymous, thePafWay. So, but when it comes to embracing your dark side, and when it comes to seeing yourself as God, meditation, sitting down in a quiet place, clearing your mind and meditating is like focusing up on it is. I support that. I push that. I don't know what other people are meditating and how they're doing it and what are they talking about. I don't know. I don't know what their purposes is or are, but for the purpose of, embracing fully the notion that you are God. Once you believe and accept and embrace pretty much what I've been saying in my first two videos, and how you can connect, you're connecting the dots. I can see that if God is everywhere, then God is all in and through and is me. How can it not? How can God not? And even if it was half and half you, half God, which one in that relationship is the boss? You know what I mean? So which one is the dominant force? So, and if you say to yourself, man, I can see how I'm God and everything is God, and God is experiencing God. I can see how all of this is holy ground. All of it. Looking at the Buddha story that I told in the previous video. Hey, you got to take your feet off the head of the Buddha. It's holy. You can't put that there. Well, why should I take my feet off the Buddha? Because it's holy. It's a holy. It's the Buddha. It's a statue of the Buddha. It's holy. It's holy. It's holy. Okay, well, can you take my feet, please, from the holy head of Buddha, and place it in a place that is not holy? It's all holy. What do you know what I mean? Like this, the whole thing, the whole shebang, everything. The whole enchilada. It's all holy because it's all God. And so if you can embrace that, if that makes sense, if you've been drinking that in the last couple of days, you've been thinking about it, you'd be like, dude, that fits. That fits. That's the point. The problem is, to a lot of us, even living this life, like something's not right. Something's wrong. Something doesn't make sense, right? And it's like it's there, but it's not. It's like it's you're aware, You're aware that it's there, but it's not always to the front of your mind. You're not constantly focused on it all the time. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's there, and you know, and every once in a while it pops up to the front of your mind. You're like, man, and you feel it like it's something, and you can't put your finger on it. You can't. It's beyond words. This is it. This is what will make us as human beings act humane towards everything. This is what will open our minds up to solutions to problems that we can't see with a disconnected eye. There are solutions to all these world problems that we cannot, there's no way, it's almost, I gotta say, because anything is possible, but it's almost impossible to solve a holistic problem with a partial solution. You gotta unite the mind, unite the heart, and then the door opens to show the solution. Then you can see how to solve these minimalistic particles of problems. Once you see once you see all as one, then you can see how problems can be solved. But let me pause for a second. I'm getting some gas. Let me pause for a second. I'll be right. Looks like I don't have a pause. Nope, I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. Please like and subscribe, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. And y'all know what time it is. Stay beautiful as you are. Probably going to be a part 4. Stay beautiful as you are. Peace. One is all.